back to the Monkey Lamp podcast with me, Angus Snowden.
And me, Isaac Ashfield.
The podcast where we talk all things Monkey Lamp plus other information with our special guests from across Liverpool. This is a first for us because not only do we have someone that we live with on, we're also doing video.
Yeah.
So
Right,
how
guys.
exciting is that? So
Lovely.
you will be able to watch this on Spotify exclusively.
It's because we got our most attractive guest.
Yeah, I was
on.
going to say.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
So, do you remember your first gig that you ever went to?
Have we actually
Ever
introduced
went
him
to-
yet?
Oh,
Like,
we
before
haven't,
we
have
ask
we?
him any questions, then people know who he is.
They know who I am already.
Yeah.
This is Archie, Castle Owen, MCACO. He goes by many aliases, but his main one is the guitarist in Teabag Aquarium.
Yeah, what I'm best known for.
Yeah.
His final works.
The later years, the greatest hits.
Yeah, a great first album.
Yeah.
What's my first gig I ever went
First
to?
gig you ever went to?
To be honest, I don't actually know. Are we talking festivals?
Anything.
Yeah, anything counts.
The one that you
Festival
remember.
would probably be Camp Festival, because I've been there with my parents when I was younger. But who I saw, I've seen. I mean, Catfish was like the first people that I went to, like for me,
Yeah.
which I was like, I think I was like 14. With my dad took me. That was good. But first gig in general, I'm not really sure. There's a lot of people that I saw before that at things, but maybe Primal Scream, people like that. There was quite a few.
And where were these festivals? Were they sort of near Hertfordshire?
No, it's where is it? It's by I'm not sure where it is, but it's
Not in
it's not in Hertfordshire. No,
Fair enough.
it's like a couple. It's near Norfolk.
Oh,
yeah,
right,
it's a bit
okay.
near Norfolk.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah,
And
it's
would,
like a
you,
family festival.
and would you say that these have sort of had an influence on your style then? The ones that you went to go and see? What was the reason you went to go and see them?
The ones I went on my accord.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess definitely. Catfish was like the first band I was like, I was obsessed with from myself rather than from my dad's music or whatever. Even though he did like them too, but yeah, that obviously influenced the playing because I'd say it was them and what's Arctic Monkeys a lot, Strokes, especially like a few years ago, or like 5 years ago. The same as you, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, a lot of that's come from you.
Us, yeah.
Yeah, us, yeah, together.
Speaking of us then, so you were in a band before uni.
Before Teabag.
Before
BTA. Yeah, we were. That was
How did that come about?
How did that come?
GCSE music,
Yeah,
I'd say.
that was.
I mean, we knew each other before that. But
Yeah, not as well as we do now.
Not musically.
It was like the other guitarist, the rhythm guitarist in that band, was in my form at school.
Yeah.
And how did he know you?
Joseph.
Yeah.
Joseph was in like all my shit in GCSE.
Or your lesson. Okay.
Yeah, because we're in the same sets and stuff.
Right. So that's how. And then I knew Nick, who was our bassist, and we ended up just sort of going to practice rooms at break, playing Wonderwall, thinking we were the best.
I've
think
probably
you were
still
Oasis.
got that
Yeah.
recorded.
Yeah,
I've
probably.
probably still got that
Yeah,
recorded.
from like 6 years ago or however long it was.
So were you playing
Amy
lots of
Street on the pipes.
So were you playing lots of gigs with that band, like in the school setting sort of thing?
Yeah.
And then
For sort of the first
Yeah.
year or two, it was only really in a school environment that we played, and we only ever actually played sort of was it 2 gigs outside of school.
We only played like 2, yeah. The Horn was the only real gig that we played.
Yeah, and that was sort of the
It's fun though.
yeah. It was a bit of a. I mean, we spoke about it on the first podcast.
Yeah.
because it was my first gig that we played professionally in
Yeah.
brackets, but it was a bit of a slapdash getting that together, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't that hard to sort it out, was it?
No.
But there was quite a few people came, so it was alright.
Yeah, it was. I meant more the rehearsals for it.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
Because we were rehearsing
'Cause
on
you
a
wasn't-
sort of 4-month basis back then.
Yeah, 'cause you were in Reading then, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, so this is you would have to go.
I would go back
Yeah.
to Welling for because when we had this gig, it was summer holidays.
Yeah.
So I went back to Welling for like a week and rehearsed with you lot pretty much every day before the gig,
Yeah.
and then we played the gig.
I see.
But that was all sort of the rehearsal time we had before.
Yeah. Because we always had it that when we had a proper gig coming up, we would like go to a rehearsal room or something rather than just school. So
Right.
You know.
Yeah. Well, our rehearsal room was for that gig was Nick's front room, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. I remember that because we were stressing out because we couldn't get it right,
Yeah.
but it ended up all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wasn't too
I feel like
bad.
a lot of those sort of gigs though, it's sort of it don't really matter because the people
I mean,
Yeah, it was
they'll
all our
never
mates,
remember.
they'll never remember
No.
the people they've just come to just see you play some music. You know.
Yeah, I don't think the expectations were up there.
No.
No.
So.
But we blew them out the walls. St Albans was conquered.
It's the next stop on the Teabag National Tour.
I just remember the boiler suits were fucking.
Oh yeah, him
bomb.
and Joseph, the other guitarist, decided to wearing boiler suits.
Matching
was
matching
sweating.
boilers.
No, were you
He
in
was
a,
white, I
Yeah,
was
you
black.
were black.
I was sweating. I don't know.
They
It's
thought it looked
funny.
good.
punky.
Fair.
But yeah, I was sweating my ass off on that stage.
Yeah,
Well,
so was
major
I, and I was wearing a
regrets.
t-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough. So, Welwyn Garden City is a small town. Is it?
Yeah.
I don't really know.
It
a lot
is,
about
it is a small town. Yeah.
Small in size, big in cultural significance.
It's got Tesco headquarters.
It's got the best listener in the country.
Yeah,
Pillar of the community.
Supermarket.
yeah.
So, would you say that coming from there, did you travel a lot around, sort of into London or whatever?
Yeah, I don't know about you, but yeah.
Yeah, my parents would you take us into London? I went to London a couple. I remember we went to London for the.
We did a
the
photo
Teabag,
shoot
Not
in-
Teabag, play stairs.
Yeah, we did a photo shoot in Camden Town.
Check you out.
It was not.
It's really embarrassing.
I really
Yeah,
like
it's
it. I think the
embarrassing.
pictures look pretty.
The Daniel Rowe, shout out if you're listening, which you're probably not, but he took some seriously good photos, and he's what's
He's
he's
doing
in
things
he's in
now,
proper
yeah,
professional
I think,
media
yeah,
now. I
yeah.
think, yeah, good contact to have. It's a shame he's nowhere near Liverpool.
Chevy sort of forgets his SD card all the time.
Oh yeah, we got all the way to Camden, and he's like, I've forgotten an SD card.
Did you have to go and buy one?
Yeah, he went to a camera store. Like he had to get back on the tube and go a couple
Yeah.
of stops to the nearest camera store to get an SD card, and we were just wandering around Camden waiting for him.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So with Take the Stairs then, did you two sort of take more of the shoulder work or whatever? Or
I don't know because I think Nick was an important part. With
It's not right, just
no, with the
fucking-
bass.
Just not Joseph.
No, I was getting onto
I was
it,
gonna say.
but Nick, the bass, because I always thought that you would come up with the bass lines and Nick would change them.
Yeah, yeah.
And they would always be because what you would come up with would be perfect for the song, and Nick would change it ever so slightly so it wasn't just a stereotypical boom boom boom,
Yeah,
boom,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and it worked really well. I
so it
thought.
wasn't then just a guitar line played on
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
bass. It was a
Yeah,
bass
it
line.
was sort of bounced off each other really well in that respect. And then Joseph was his musical theory helped us out a lot as well as Nick's,
Yeah.
just sort of figuring out chords going together and.
It definitely was all of us played part in the
Together,
songwriting.
yeah.
It was probably me and you driving the productivity,
Fair.
Yeah,
I'd say.
Yeah, I think
It was
that's
like the
fair.
commitment to the band, being a band.
Yeah,
sort of
commitment
thing.
to the band.
Yeah, yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah.
because for about 2 years it was every weekend you were around mine, weren't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and if they were there, they were there. If they weren't, they
You were still
weren't.
carrying on.
Yeah, we would do it without them. So, yeah, that was sort of the driver.
So the song that you have out on Spotify as Take the Stairs,
Oh God.
how did that start? Who sort of went, right,
Um,
we're having a song recorded and it's going to be this one, and it's...
So you came to Reading for a weekend. Do you remember? And
Yeah.
we wrote it in a day or something together.
Yeah, we had the chords
The chords
down.
down,
I was like,
yeah.
oh, let's take this, make it
Yeah.
into that.
And so I think we recorded a quick demo of it when you were there that weekend.
Yeah, I think so.
And you took that back to Welling and showed the boys, and they learnt their parts, and they came back like God knows, like a month or two later. And we recorded it all in my bedroom on this Focusrite,
I see.
my laptop, and one
So this is worth,
SM57.
this is worth quite a lot then, this
It's a collector's item.
collector's item.
Yeah.
Can you sign it for me?
No,
Well, I suppose it is yours. Isn't it?
it's but yeah, that recording you can tell it was all recorded on one SM57.
Oh, I quite like the sound
Yeah, I
of
forgot
recording.
that.
Yeah, I thought it wasn't the shittest sound considering the equipment we had.
Definitely
available.
worse stuff out there done with better stuff. Innit?
Probably.
I don't mind the song. It's just I wouldn't listen to it.
Yeah.
You know what
But
I
you have
mean?
listened to it
It could have been
1,000
worse.
times.
It's your top streamed song on Spotify.
It's not from genuine listening though. It's from bumping up the numbers.
Yeah.
Just making the stats look good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
So would you say any sort of artist or genre or movement in particular inspired that song? Because obviously the lyrics are quite
that song, that was when we were really
striking.
we were really into the Clash at that point, weren't we?
Not that we're not now.
No, well, we still are, but that was when we sort of first discovered, well, not discovered, but first got into them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was more we were trying to imitate them. Then.
Yeah, we were trying to rip them off, really.
Best form of flattery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
It was definitely.
it was basically just the Clash that got us to that one.
Yeah.
I think that song's a bit Ramonesy though, in the guitar parts.
Yeah, it felt more sort of power chords instead of yeah.
Go and have a listen to the song and then message us what you think
So no.
the song
Not
sounds
the
like.
plug.
The plug. Come on.
Yeah, but
So-
anything for power.
Anything for
I
power.
don't think
Take
I've actually
stairs.
said the song
Yeah,
title yet.
with power.
Yeah.
Still getting the revenue off the
district.
district good. Stroking the grass.
Sounds like one of your songs.
Stroking. No,
Speaking of your songs, what's your sort of process in your songwriting? Would you say you were more music first or lyrics first, or
music only. No, I don't know. Music's definitely music first. It's
Yeah.
just basically, I'd say it's just the loop pedal is a massive like help in anything that I've written. Definitely.
Yeah.
I was just fiddling really, but see what sounds good.
Yeah, because if you look at it and how we've sort of been writing recently with Teabag Aquarium, it is just sort of Archie picks a random loop on his pedal, you pick up the chords, and
yeah?
I start laying down a beat, and off we go.
Yeah.
And we've done. I mean, so.
Yeah,
One of the songs we've just recorded.
I think
That
you can
was
say
it.
that.
Yeah, we can say that.
Sofa Wakers.
Just say it
It's about
loudly.
Isaac's.
It is.
It's about Isaac's
It's not-
traumatizing experience.
It's not just about that.
So let's not make it personal.
No.
Anyone can feel anything about this song.
This wordsmith aspect of this song is
Yeah, but
incredible.
I think it's pretty obvious what it's about.
Yeah, in a way.
But
In a way.
that song, that song came from the loop pedal, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it does.
Yeah, I wrote that as well when I was at home at Christmas.
It's almost like the fourth member of the band, that loop pedal, really.
It really is. It's got about 100 more loops on there as well.
So we're set for the next few
Yeah,
years.
exactly.
Yeah. Got a greatest hits album coming out.
First album, greatest hits album.
But
So when you were writing, what am I going to talk about?
we'll talk about Teabag a bit more. Really.
Yeah.
It's plans, sort of. What are we going to do in the next coming months, really?
So we're sort of planning the Teabag to gig soon, as soon as we can.
Yeah.
But from our Monkey Lamp perspective, it's just been a bit of a ball ache trying to get anywhere.
Yeah, a couple of venues have been, not to mention any names, they've been messing us around a little bit, and it's just been a bit difficult because we had a plan for a gig. It was
Going to go ahead.
it was sometime soon, and and it was a really strong lineup, and we had the bands all confirmed, and then the venue did this one, so
Yeah.
that was annoying.
But we've sort of been working on recording, haven't we? We've been in the studio and in our studio here, Teabag and Monkey Lamp HQ.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done a lot of the guitar work here, haven't we? And then we've just gone into university for the drums. Yeah, and we've just done a live take of the song.
Yeah.
A classic.
A classic we've been sitting on for years. So
Yeah, to be fair, we've got a lot of tunes like that.
Yeah,
Old
but-
tunes.
yeah, that we have been sitting on for too
Old
long.
oldie goldies.
So are those mainly songs that you would have
Gold
played with Take the Stairs?
If they were ever
Yeah.
learned.
They're basically just ones that is like me and Isaac. But I mostly wrote them.
They were sort of songs written for Take the Stairs, but Take the Stairs broke up before we did anything with them, and there are songs. So
I see. So you've got the right
Yeah.
to play.
It's not like them two really ever played them that much anyway, so it's not really like it's a
yeah,
taste of song.
they were written towards the end of the band
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
It's
then-
more just like our songs.
And then when we recorded them, that was just you and me
Yeah.
in the studio. Yeah, yeah. I'm surprised we managed to do all of them, just you and me.
Yeah, especially when do you remember the desk?
Yeah,
Kept
we were working on an
fading.
analog Allen and Heath,
Right.
and it was the desk was fine, but there was something wrong with their amps.
So did you go to a studio?
It was at my mum's school.
All right. So
They
music
they just had a
department,
new music department built and made sort of a professional standard studio that we could get into on the weekends and stuff. So we were using that, but it hadn't fully finished, been like it wasn't fully finished.
Yeah.
And there was a problem with the ramps and the speakers weren't working every now and then, and we kept the MacBooks weren't up to date, and we kept getting system overload and increased buffer size when the buffer size maxed out.
Yeah.
Those sort of classic issues kept cropping up. So we had probably a day's
Yeah,
worth
that
of
was,
technical difficulties.
That was a bad day.
Yeah, a really bad day.
We fought through.
Yeah,
Prevailed.
and we came out with 3 demos.
Yeah,
from it.
I think they're pretty good.
Like they've provided us with a solid
True.
work point to work from, haven't they? So it was definitely worth it.
Yeah.
And then what are we looking for in the future? Are we looking for a record deal?
No,
Where-
I'm going independent.
Going independent?
Monkey Lamp is our record.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do it without it.
You don't need a record label when you got me, the marketing genius.
The marketing genius, the head of Teabag Aquariums and Instagram.
Well, yeah, the TI Crow and Instagram is the place to be these days.
It is these days.
Either that or the Monkey Lamp Twitter account.
The Monkey Lamp Twitter is the place to be.
That's also basically run by Archie for the viewers.
Yeah, my quotes. Actually, I don't know if I want to
Yeah, you
attach
don't.
myself to that.
You basically
second
made a
thoughts.
mockery of yourself.
Yeah, on second thought.
So, speaking of studio gear, not working.
Yeah.
Hypothetical, we had this question last week for Darren and Fraser, but hypothetically, I give you $5,000. What are you buying? Musical equipment only.
What else was I going to do?
Not buy a car.
No,
You can't even drive.
Yeah.
Well, it depends what prices I can get things for.
Well,
But I
yeah.
want a bound telly.
Yeah.
I wanted like tuxedo telly, like little
want the
black, like
inverse,
his. Yeah.
yeah,
I
Yeah, you want the
his
reverse
version
of
it,
mine.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to cost I got mine for $700. But I think they're worth a bit more
it's
than that.
more now.
Yeah.
And I want the junior. I want the junior.
So 2 guitars, those combined will probably take you up to about $2,000, maybe 2.5.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so I'm more.
So you got
$3,000 left.
yeah.
Bloody hell. It's very on the spot, isn't it? I'll get some new leads.
Yeah.
Get my amp fixed.
Yeah.
Get my rat fixed.
The rat's a pedal for those who are
Yeah.
worried
Not-
that he's
not
just
a
got a
pet.
broken rat in his room.
I don't know. I'm quite set with my stuff, to be honest.
Yeah,
I'll just get some new pedals. But-
You're in a position where you've sort of built your gear up
Yeah.
over the years, haven't you?
Like a bit of money here, a bit of money
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Similar
So
to
I'm
what I've
happy with
done.
my
With,
stuff.
yeah. Like with my drum stuff, I'm quite happy with it.
Yeah.
What sort of pedals effects do you reckon are missing from your rig then currently?
I'd get a phaser. I think still again. I've already got most stuff.
What about a whammy
I'd
that
do-
works?
Yeah, well, I'd get something interesting. Something like the delay that I've got now.
Yeah.
Something that could add. a
Something
bit
that
of-
does more than one thing.
Yeah.
Is there any upgrades you would make though? Like you've got them. Do you still use the Donna pedals?
No, I've got the Tone City pedals.
Yeah.
From the Andertons.
Yeah, but would you keep them or would you upgrade?
I'd keep them. I like them. I
Yeah.
think they're really good.
Yeah.
I was playing them to you the other day. Weren't
Yeah.
I? Do you like? I thought they were quite good.
And we were sat meticulously going through recording
Yeah.
and turning pedals up at certain points and turning them down after reamping guitars.
Right. Yeah, I wasn't there for that, was I?
No.
I'd probably get that MXR boost actually. I forgot what
Yeah.
it's called, the white one.
Yeah,
So I like the
that is a
sound of
good
that one.
pedal.
Yeah.
I want that. I've got this thing where I want a load of pedals, but there's no point in me buying them because I don't use them.
Yeah.
Fair. You might do a Dave Grohl.
Well, yeah, eventually I might use them. They're fun to have.
When Teabag breaks up and we all go solo.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well,
When
I mean, it's a
when I
good job
die
I
from an
have all my
overdose.
pedals, isn't it? Because you're using them in the band.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You can buy more. I'll just use
Well, no, you're not using them.
them. Well, I
Yeah.
can.
Yeah. I think we should get some t-shirts.
So
Teabag t-shirts.
Aquarium teabag t-shirts. Teabag t-shirts.
Teabag.
It's got a ring to it.
Yeah.
They're literally t-shirts.
Wow, t-shirts.
Oh
You
my
are a
God.
genius.
Tell me again. Tell me again.
You're just feeding his ego.
Speaking of feeding,
What?
what's your meal deal?
Oh, where's this guy?
How has he segued into a meal deal
Okay,
question?
this is a good question. I'm going for the chicken Caesar wrap. I like a little wrap. I think it's a bit spicy. Then crisps.
So you think the chicken Caesar's
No,
spicy?
not spicy as in, I just mean like life-wise. Spice up your life.
Spice up your life with a chicken Caesar wrap.
It's hard with the crisp because the big hoops, they are different.
Yeah,
really.
they do slap.
But
I've moved to skips these days.
I did have prawn cocktail skips the other day.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What drink? Oh, this is an important
See,
one.
if I'm, it's situational.
I know you're trying to be healthy these days, aren't you?
These
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, it is, to be fair.
If I'm feeling like I'm a bit groggy, unhealthy, I'm going for the naked green drink.
Yeah, the apple
Right.
and kiwi one.
Yeah,
I
whatever
love-
that is.
Yeah, it's
If I'm going for a sporting occasion, I'm getting the Lucozade Sport.
Like a buff five-a-side pitch.
Yeah.
Well,
that's from last year when we used to
Yeah.
play football in Sefton.
And if it's like, I don't know.
we should go and play football today.
Yeah, we should.
Tom said go Sefton, I'm down.
Yeah, should we go? We'll go after this.
He's
Right,
watching the F1.
Just make some plans on the podcast, boys.
All counts.
Yeah, anyone listening, just come along.
Come along.
Anyone?
Yesterday.
Yeah. If you were free yesterday, you could have come to the park.
We'll bury some treasure at some coordinates.
What are you boys looking for?
Oh, that's I can't get into that story.
Can't
Not
get
on
into
here.
that story.
Or Fanta is the cheat day drink then.
Fanta. Oh yeah, we're still on the meal. deal. I got a little sidetrack there.
Fanta, regular Fanta or fruit twist?
No, regular.
So I'm a
Orange.
fan of the fruit twist.
I've not tried that, I don't think.
Surely you have.
I might have, but I can't remember.
Isn't
how
it like the
tastes
purpley looking, no, the orangey one?
Yeah, it's like the
purple label.
Sort of, it looks a bit like that sick colour, doesn't it? It looks like Barney the dinosaur.
Oh,
Not very nice.
Barney the dinosaur is class, man.
Yeah, but the colour of a drink should not look like that.
True.
What's your favourite TV programme growing up?
Growing up.
Are we talking grown up or teenage?
Both. I just Barney the dinosaur just popped into my head, so I thought I'd ask.
Oh, like when I was really young.
Well,
I liked what's it called? Lazy Town.
Lazy Town.
That was a
yeah.
banger.
Shout.
Power Rangers.
Power Rangers.
Still do love a bit of Power Rangers. Ooh.
Were you a Bob the
Dora
Builder?
the Explorer's good.
Fair.
Bob the Builder. Yeah, I used to watch Bob the Builder.
Apparently, I used to be obsessed with Bob the Builder.
I was obsessed with
but
Bob the
I
Builder.
don't remember ever watching it.
Well, I think that's because my dad is a builder.
No, you're just obsessed with your dad.
That's
Got daddy issues.
Not on the podcast.
Don't out me like this.
If your dad's listening.
Mother. Yeah.
Expose.
Only Archie. Yeah. What time is it? F1's about to
It's
start.
time to go.
How long have we
We've got
been
5
going?
minutes. 5 minutes left.
Alright. Well, we can have a little chat about. Well, we touched on Welling Garden City. You
Yeah.
know, the posh white garden city. There's a sort of that song is about the town, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I'd say that is one of our favourite songs to play.
Yeah.
I think the lyrics in that song are alright.
They're all right. Yeah.
Needs a bit of tweaking.
Some tweaks are needed, but
It's a fairly accurate representation of the suburban
yeah, it's hell almost.
life. Yeah.
You know, within touching reach of London, and
I was going to say, do you think most of it is from being in touching reach of London?
it is. It's just sort. I've always felt like it was that you were missing out on something.
Yeah.
Because you were so close to the centre of
Everything,
everything. But
not there.
It's just hard to watch people that you know that you'll grow up to that age and you see how their life pans out and you don't want your life to be like that.
Yeah, it's
Not to be rude,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
some people just have different preferences.
the live there, die there sort of thing.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Good job, live, die, 2 kids. You know.
Yeah, and then that sort of carries on through the generations,
Cycle.
and it's a sort of a
Cycle.
miserable existence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got to break through the barrier.
Because when you go on about like the posh white,
Garden
obviously the Garden City doesn't really apply to me, but like, I grew up sort of near one of those areas. I certainly didn't live in that area, so I sort of some of the elements of that I completely can visualize and see and empathise with. But
See, I like because I wasn't even living in Welling Garden City. I was in a little village just outside of it, so I felt even worse off.
yeah,
Even
fair.
more excluded because like I never went out on weekends because all of my mates were in sort of like Panzanger, and it took me like 3 different buses and 45 minutes of my life to get there.
Yeah,
It was just,
and then again getting back.
yeah, it's a nightmare.
Takes a bit more planning.
Yeah, which isn't a thing when you're 14, 15.
No, it's not quite there. We want to go out, get the scooters or the bikes or whatever, and just go, sort of thing.
Yeah, I just even find it's not really the going out bit for me. It's more the like confined existence kind of feeling where it feels like you're just kind of trapped.
I see.
Nothing ever really changes.
No,
This has gone really deep,
We've just gone from talking about our favourite kids' TV
and
programs.
now we're slagging off our own town. But
yeah, I would say
Well, I'm not getting involved.
we'll still play a gig there.
Yeah, well,
where? There's fuck
The
all.
Horde.
It's not even in
Yeah,
Welling.
true, true.
Yeah, that's the thing. It was just dead.
Yeah.
would you like to do that? Would you like to play gigs back there? Just sort of. 'Cause I've always thought like if I played a gig back in Bristol, I think that'd be quite a cool little sort of like homecoming sort of thing.
I'd be happy to play a gig anywhere, to be honest.
I'm gonna go get my laptop.
Okay. Well, if you sit down again, we can wrap it up now.
Huh?
We can wrap it up now.
No, keep going.
Okay.
Where are you going?
Get my laptop.
Well,
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's ask you some questions, Angus. I feel like it's
I might
time
be
for
interrogated now.
you've been asking a few too many questions. What was how do you feel about living in Bristol when you're older?
How do I feel about? Well, again, sort of. I always felt that like, Bristol is nice,
Yeah.
and there's a lot going on there. But at the same time, that's sort of it's not where my parents are from, but it's where my parents are.
Yeah. I feel like that's always kind of why you return when you're
Yeah.
older, isn't it?
Yeah, like so it's where I grew up. So because I've spent all that time there, by the time like when I was 17, I was like, right, I just got to get out,
Yeah.
sort of thing. So I just applied to uni, Liverpool, furthest place I could think of that's sort of
Yeah.
comfortable
Yeah.
distance. But I do like the city a lot, and every time I go back, it's nice to see the people and see how things have changed. But I suppose
Yeah. To be fair, I guess it's not really dependent on whether you like the place you live on or not, is it? You just want to like break out, get somewhere new,
yeah.
experience some new places.
We're still on Welling.
Where's the laptop?
It's inside. I was just checking.
Oh, right. No, I was quizzing Angus.
Yeah,
On.
Bristol.
Right, fair enough.
Well, we've sort of come to the end there. It's a nice close.
Yes. Is it Monkey Monday?
It is Monkey Monday.
All right.
So we have
Get
one
ready.
gig remaining of
Mon-
March Madness before we take a month.
This is the big one.
This is the one. If you have to come to any event, come to this
Please come.
one. We're having Sarnia, Lemon Skies, who've just released their song. What a tune. Perfect for a day such as today. And we also have Posh Toast, who are supporting them. So that should be a good gig. Get yourself down, fatsoma.com/monkeylamp.
It should be a night of high octane fueled riff based rock music.
I'll be there if you want to meet me as well.
Yeah, the one, the only.
I'll be doing signing
Yeah.
books.
It'll be in charge of the mosh. It's yeah. So that's the end of Monkey March Madness. It is the big one, and you should be there. And if you're not, you are dead to me. No, I'm joking. But
Be there or
but
be
yeah.
square like Nick. I just remember
That's an
that.
oldie. Right. Yeah. So the rest of Monkey Monday is a question for Archie, isn't it?
Yes.
What is that question?
Do you have a song, maybe of like a local band, that you've just been listening to recently that you think deserves a bit of a shout out?
Of a local band.
Potentially a local band or a new band or up and coming.
Someone small, someone big, someone
Someone fish.
Yeah, everybody's a fish.
Let me have a look through my songs.
Here we go.
Get me here for
Should have been the
another half
first
an
one to
hour.
crop into your head.
Well,
personally, I do think Lemon Skies
not
deserve
many-
a
Yeah,
shout
Lemon
out.
Skies.
Yeah,
Guys.
shut up.
I don't want to butcher the name, but I think it was When You Were Here.
Yeah,
Yeah, When You Were Here on Spotify. Lemon Skies. Stream it now. It's a bloody
absolute
tune.
Yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying all of the Liverpool scene that's going on right now. Give them all a listen. I thought that as the day passes, I still think that's a good tune.
Bit of the Ivies.
Yeah, I think that's a good tune. But yeah. Teabag when it comes out, that'll be the one.
Keep you in the coming months. Keep your
Keep your eyes peeled.
yeah.
It's a bit of a stretch to say that we're not heard of though, isn't it? You said small band.
Right, next question.
And then, is there a band that you've seen recently that you think was just the bee's knees? Definitely go and see them again. You would urge people to go and see them.
To be fair, Stone were really good the other day. When we
Yeah,
saw
we
Stone.
saw Stone at Hebe's on St Patrick's Day, and they were. I mean, they're probably my favourite band in the minute. So I've got a bit of a biased opinion, but they were incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, got big band
Yeah.
energy.
Proper performers in a small venue. Yeah.
I liked Razzmatazz as well that we saw the other day.
Razzmatazz
They
were good.
Yeah, they were good.
I enjoyed that. Yeah.
Also, what's the girls
Fika.
that played? Fika.
Fika,
Yeah.
from Leeds.
That's
Bradford.
my band. Shout them out. I thought they were sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah,
I'd love to see them again.
Their set was very good. Did enjoy that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Archie, very much for your time.
Yeah.
It's alright.
Isaac is now going to go and watch the F1,
Yeah, I'm itching to get going.
and we'll see you next time.
Yeah. See ya. Thanks.
Bye.
Thanks for listening.